288 service personnel have committed suicide in the last 10 years, and that's doubled since the previous decade. There are many of us that have served on operations and you know, we've lost colleagues and friends out on ops, and that's hard enough for everyone, for the units, for the families, but it's even worse when they come home and they feel that they're in a safe environment and then they lose their life. Combat stress are really important to me because they are the people that are dealing directly with people that are suffering from mental health. There are other charities out there that do deal with that, but Combat Stress have been doing this for over 100 years. You know, they've helped over 30,000 people in the last year. They are the people that look after people that are fearful to speak about it. And there are 2.4 million veterans out there that are potentially suffering in silence. I've worked for Battleback for over 9 years, and Battleback is an MOD-led initiative that is supported by charities, predominantly Help for Heroes and Royal British Legion. And I've been away on expedition side of Battleback to take people away on adventure training, so outdoor activities to help rehabilitate people's physical and mental issues. Many of the soldiers we were taking away, or the service personnel we were taking away, were physically injured, with extreme injury. You know, we're talking people that have lost limbs. And then you fast track 9 years later and all 10 students, thankfully, are fully mobile, but potentially there is damage and is injured as the first group, but it's all now through mental health issues. And my concern was, what are we doing for these guys that have got these mental injuries? Most of these guys that are, you know, guys and girls that are going through the Battleback process are serving, but inevitably 99% of them will leave the service due to their injuries. And my worry was, what are we doing for them once they've left the service? There are some fantastic charities out there that are still looking after them, but it drew me to Combat Stress because they were the guys that were fixing on those people that are suffering with mental health issues. So Enduro7 was a concept I thought I came up with about 2.5 years ago. The 7 days represents the sort of 7 different services, 24/7, and 7 different activities. And I just think it was the best way to show the constraints and the concerns with mental health through not really sleeping through the entire challenge, and that's what this is really all about. And it's an endurance event, hence the reason why it was called Enduro7. So the event has 7 elements to it. Each one as challenging as the next. So the first one is a 24-hour abseil. That's gonna be fairly sort of challenging. I don't know actually if anyone's ever actually abseiled for 24 hours solid before. The next day will be road bike, and that's going to be done in the local area, about a sort of 20 to 30k route, and again constant for 24 hours. And then the next event is climbing. We potentially were going to use an actual natural crag, but we're now possibly going to use a climbing tower. Day 4 is trekking, so mountaineering, and we're actually going to go out onto the Yorkshire Three Peaks and do it twice. The conventional route, which is anti-clockwise, and then start again and then go clockwise. Day 5 is mountain biking, and we're going to go up to Sutton Bank and use some mountain biking areas there, some routes. Day 6 is going to be on Ripon Canal, and that's going to be kayaking and open boating, and so paddling on the canal for the 24 hours. And the great thing about that is there's a towpath, so we can get the team involved and they can jump in and out of the boats and support what we're trying to do. And then the final day is going to be a 24-hour run, and that's going to be done here on Dishforth Airfield. But the great thing is, even though I'm the one that's going to be kind of suffering for the 7 days, there will be a team with me that are going to be out on the ground. They're going to be getting involved as well, and hopefully with those people around me, they'll kind of keep me going.
Brilliant.
And also, in all honesty, you know, 7 days of pain is, you know, it's nothing in comparison to what some of these guys are going through, you know, on a daily basis, you know.